Hello, sauerkraut. It is fermented cabbage. As a beginner, we start with white cabbage. Get one head, wash it, cut it into pieces, put it in a bowl. For one head, you add 1 tablespoon sea salt powder and leave it for a while. And then the water will come out of the cabbage. Then get a glass jar, sterilize it with boiling water. In order not to break the glass jar, this is a principle in fermentation, which you have to repeat every time you ferment a vegetable. Then you put a big stainless steel tablespoon inside the glass jar and then pour your filtered water, which is boiled, on the spoon so that the temperature of the water will be a little bit less and the glass jar will not break. And this is, I learned it by experience, which is, according to Aristotle, it is a pragmatic experience, practical wisdom. Now, we come back to the cabbage. When it is ready and when there is plenty of water, pack it inside the glass jar. The glass jar should be cooled. No temperature or high temperature we should expose our cabbage to. It should be raw and there is no temperature. You should not touch it with any boiling water because we want the bacteria of the cabbage to grow. And we are after the living, beneficial, good bacteria. And these are many types, but which is the one which you could remember is Lactobacillus plantarum and Lactobacillus praevis. But there are many, many types of bacteria, which is very difficult to pronounce. Okay, so the value of the sauerkraut is put it in the glass jar, and then if there is little water from the cabbage, add filtered water. I will always use filtered water from a system, reverse osmosis. There are now 8 stages, 7 stages, 6 stages. It depends what you choose. Always reverse osmosis filtered water. Not tap water and not water in the glass jar. Because the filtered water, it will help the good bacteria to grow. Now, the water should cover all the cabbage. And how we do that? Because the good bacteria live in anaerobic environment, meaning they don't want oxygen. So how could we have to cover the cabbage with water, and we have to add something heavy at the top of the cabbage to submerge the pieces of the cabbage. What I do is cut a disc from the base of the cabbage, round it according to the size of my glass jar, and then put it at the top of the cabbage, which is cut into pieces or shredded, and then the water will cover even this disc. Close it with the cover, put label, the dates, and put it in a warm, dark environment. If you don't have a cupboard, you then cover it with a black plastic bag or towel, because good bacteria, they want black, dark to grow well. And number 2, they don't want air. So if the pieces of cabbage float above the water, they will be moldy. So we don't want to have that. Number 2, we should not expose the cabbage to any vinegar or hot water, because vinegar and hot water will kill the bacteria. Some people do fermentation of the cabbage with vinegar. This is not what we want. We want healthy sauerkraut. Why sauerkraut is good? Because it has a lot of vitamins and minerals. And some of the also fibers, which is good for the microbiome, and polyphenols, chemical. But what they find, they examine the liquid of the sauerkraut, which is after 7 days from starting the process, is vitamin A, B, C, K1, and K2. And the minerals are iron, potassium, iodine, calcium, manganese, magnesium, sodium, phosphorus, chlorine, cobalt, fluorine, silicon, boron, copper, zinc, sulfur, and selenium. So this is the benefit. How much we eat? We eat 1 tablespoon with the salad, with every meal, then when our body get used to it, we can take 2 tablespoons or even 3 tablespoons. When we take the sauerkraut from the glass jar, we have to use a clean spoon, not the same spoon we put it in our mouth, because our mouth is full with bad bacteria and good bacteria. We don't want to contaminate the jar. The cleanliness is of paramount of importance. The sauerkraut, we start now with the white, but in the future, you could use even the red cabbage, which is much better because of the color. You can use cucumber, you can use cauliflower, you can use broccoli. So you go, it is just the vegetable, water, and salt. And keep your good bacteria in the dark and not exposed to the air. Thank you very much and hope you learn this and enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.